Is the amendment 16?
No, so take sunset off.
Okay.
Thank you once again for all the committee members making your efforts to be here. I know it's a very busy day, both with the session and a number of committee meetings ongoing and such. With that, then I would ask the clerk call the roll.
Baker,
Here.
Horton.
Here.
Jackson.
Here.
Lawrence.
Here.
Wadsworth. Lipscomb.
Here.
Fincher.
Here.
Klaus.
Here.
Woods. Underwood.
I'm here.
Sellers.
Here.
Givens. Here. Ensler. Fittler.
Here.
Thank you so much. We have before us two bills today on our agenda. First is SB 46 by Senator David Sessions. This does involve the City of Mobile, Class 2 municipalities. There has not been any opposition to this bill that has reached my ears or eyes, as well as no call for any type of a public hearing. And so with that, I would be glad then to entertain any questions by the group. If you have any questions about this, it's simply the bill was routed to our committee. And I did try to send it. Thank you, Jennifer, as well for your diligent work on this. I hope that each one of you might have received that email. I did have somewhat the notification on this that this bill was sent to our committee, although Mobile County has its own legislative delegation because they are advised to have such. But this bill was challenged by our committee first because of actually the environmental relevance involved in the bill. And so that's just part of the step involved with this. The bill is expected, if it moves out this committee then, to go then to the Mobile County legislative delegation for them to have the opportunity to advance the bill to the House floor. But I'll be glad to entertain any questions or discussion.
Mr. Chairman, I thank you. I just want to say, since this bill amends a section in our code, I just move to give it a favor.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay, it's been a motion then to give the bill a favorable report and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? With that, then SB 46 has been given a favorable report out of this local legislation committee. Next on our agenda is SB 41 by Senator Kelly. This involves Calhoun County. Representative Robertson, did you want to come speak and address the bill? We do have an amendment, I think, that's intended, I think, to strip off some language from the bill. We do have the amendment, I think, is contained in what was provided to you here. So the floor is yours to explain.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Chairman. This just takes the sunset off what the Senate bill had on it. So we wanted it without the sunset, and the whole delegation agrees.
Chairman, I always ask this question because I'm not knowledgeable enough about local matters to understand how the advertisements works. Would this be a substantial enough change to put the bill in jeopardy legally?
That is a very good question, in which, of course, I'm not a legal mind either, but you offer a very valid point and question to that extent.
We did ask Anthony, and this is the way he directed us to do it.
Very good. I think that, with that, then thank you for that. That I had not, I was not aware if it had been somewhat investigated.
Yes.
On that front in regards to that. Sometimes things are considered then somewhat minimal in regards to the overall substantive change to the bill, and then allow it maybe to move forward without having to re-advertise.
And to clarify too, the sunset was not advertised. It was an amendment, and now we decided to take that off. So it was advertised as is when the amendment comes back on, this amendment.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So as we look at the bill, I just wanted to make sure, I was trying to just see if this matched up to Representative Robertson. So if it does on the amendment, which it does state, if each of you have this, it says this will be replacing lines 52 through 53 on page 2. So that's page 2, replace those lines, and this has section 2. This act shall become effective from June 1st. So with that, that's what it's doing, Grace, is because the actual original language said section 2, this act shall be repealed on June 1st, and then section 3, this act shall become effective on June 1st. So Okay, so I did have the sunset date on that, so I just wanna make sure that we have it in its proper form going to the House floor.
Yes.
I would entertain a motion then to have the amendment offered, or the
Oh,
question. Okay. No, no,
move to
no.
adopt the amendment.
Okay, all right, a motion to adopt the amendment, and there's been a second, any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? With that then, the amendment has been adopted, Representative Jackson?
Yes, sir, I had a question as it relates to the civil penalties. And you have here, section 5, civil penalty up to $1,000 per day to be accessed per resident for each violation. That's steep. But let me ask, what are the violations? I didn't, they're breaking the law on what they're doing.
And it's not the resident that would pay it, it's these are halfway houses loosely.
The halfway house will be paying it for their violation.
If they're violating.
Okay, all right, thank you.
And that.
I would think it's a relative, ooh, that's.
No, yeah, it's not on the
Okay, all right,
member, it's on the who owns the.
thank you.
Any further discussion?
I move.
Move to give the bill,
Yes, sir.
vote report as amended.
Yes, sir.
Okay, second?
Second.
Okay, second, so there's been a motion then to give the bill then a favorable report as amended, along with a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, with that then, SB 41 as amended has been given a favorable report. Any other business for this group? Representative Klaus?
Chairman, you don't have any, Baldwin County local bills right now? I'm just joking.
No.
Thank you. Yeah, my
We
froze.
were very quiet.
Everybody froze on that.
Now we can.
With that, roll.
It was just a minutes.
Oh, yeah, I never was.
Hi,
I was through one of those.
Turn it down.
You got me with